Fix your mind on me alone. In me alone rests the intellect. Then you will dwell in me and will merge in me. Brahma. Shrimad Bhagwat Gita. Book title: A View of the Hindu Philosophy Based on the Doctrine of Upanishads. Literally, Vedant means end of Vedas, but now Vedant is also used to reflect/represent the ideas based on the principles of the Upanishads. Basically, the primary tenets of the Vedas come from the subject matter of Vedanta. Bharamsutra. Bharamsutra is the basis of the reason-based foundation of the Hindu philosophy of Vedanta. Brahmasutra is a text based on Upanishads to be studied by sanyasis, saints. It is known as Uttar Mimamsa, where Uttar is the second part and mimansa stands for critical reflection, one of the 6 systems of Indian philosophy that are fundamental to Vedanta. The first part of this philosophical text consists of 12 chapters and covers various rituals. The second part, known as Brahmasutra, is more related to the knowledge of life, soul, and relationship with the supreme power, Brahma. The main message is that the primary source of whatever we can imagine, think, and see is Brahma, supreme energy, spiritual source of the universe, God. There is a description of the relationship between Jeev, soul or consciousness, and Prakriti, which can be interpreted as mind and emotions, but mainly used for primordial matter or inactive, ever-changing physical world. It is divided into 4 chapters. The first chapter is related to the leading thoughts, ideas, principles related to Vedanta philosophy. Some portions of the text mention Brahma, while others don't clearly mention Brahma but refer to that he should be worshipped. The third portion of this first chapter deals with knowledge related to Brahma, while the final text of this first chapter refers to various thoughts and reasonings. The second chapter focuses on no being in contradiction and explains the philosophy of non-dualism. The third chapter focuses on means and describes the deficiencies and faults in different means of achieving heaven. This is followed by discussion on how God, or supreme power, is the source of knowledge, information, and experiences through which one can merge with the supreme power. This chapter also explains how knowledge, faith, and action are needed in addition to prayers or rituals to merge with the supreme. The fourth chapter is about the results of faith, worship, actions, etc., described in chapter 3 as means. The chapter talks about life and after death and the ultimate state of liberation from life after death when the soul merges with the supreme. In summary, Vedanta Darshan covers 10 subject matters: God, nature, Jeev, life after death, rebirth, knowledge, action, worshipping, relations/bonds, and liberation. The author has also discussed the explanations of Vedanta by various authors such as Adi Shankaracharya, Bhaskaracharya, Sarvagita Muni, Avedyanand Vachaspati Mishra, Chitsukacharya, Vidyanaranya Swami, Prakash Mahatma, Amlan, and Akhandananda, etc. Tattva Mimamsa, Metaphysics of Vedanta. According to Vedanta philosophy, the only transcendental or spiritual vision/object is Brahma, supreme power or God, and soul. Rest everything is an illusion, ignorance. Based on Shankaracharya's non-dualism philosophy, there are 3 forms of supreme power/authority. Permanent/everlasting. Identity does not change in the present, past, or future. Based on appearance, for example, a rope can appear like a snake in dark, which can be interpreted as with knowledge, ignorance is removed and perceptions change. And pragmatic/practical based on knowledge. The idea behind Vedanta philosophy is to remove delusions, illusions, and ignorance, because that leads to the liberation of soul and breaks the cycle of rebirth. Based on non-dualism philosophy, Brahma is the truth, knowledge, infinite, and indestructible. It is also the unchanging metaphysical permanent reality that is the same as the individual Atman, soul. According to this philosophy, there is oneness, no distinction between Atma and Paramatma, soul and supreme power. Chatushatya sadhana, steps towards self-realization / deeper understanding. Based on the principles of Vedanta, there are 4 steps of pillars of knowledge towards gaining more profound knowledge on the path towards self-realization. These 4 steps include: Number 1, the knowledge that Brahma is the only permanent, everlasting truth. It also helps in differentiating between real and not real. Number 2, vairagya, non-attachment. With the knowledge, vivek, there is non-attachment with the results, fruits of action. Shat Sampat, 6 virtues, to train the mind to help bring equilibrium between mind and emotions to get into the state of more profound meditation. These 6 virtues include tranquility, training of the senses, withdrawal, forbearance, faith, and focus. Number 4, mumukshutva, great desire towards liberation or a state of enlightenment. Basic lessons of Vedanta, based on teachings of Swami Nrsimha Bharti. Number 1, Vedanta wishes well for everyone. Number 2, Vedanta does not oppose any religion or philosophy. Number 3, Vedanta does not support any arguments / contentions and does not aim to win over any other philosophy. 6 main thoughts, schools, traditions of Vedanta. Number 1, Advaita Vedanta, non-dualism. Number 2, Vishisht Advaita Vedanta, qualified non-dualism. Number 3, Dvaita Advaita Vedanta. Number 4, Dvaita Vedanta. Number 5, Shuddha Dvaita Vedanta, pure non-dualism. Number 6, Achintya Bhed Bhav Vedanta, difference and non-difference. This is based on the philosophy that soul is both different and not different from supreme power, Brahma. Some excerpts from the book. The primary source of whatever we can imagine, think, and see is Brahma, supreme energy, spiritual source of the universe, God. Delusion, illusion is ignorance, and Maya in Vedanta. In Vedanta, an example is used to explain the truth of liberation, breaking the cycle of rebirth. A person wearing an expensive necklace is trying to find it elsewhere, but when someone points out to them that they are wearing the necklace, they realize the reality and are happy that they have found the necklace. In Vedanta, when ignorance and illusion are replaced by knowledge / wisdom, this is liberation. It is essential that we not just believe in, but also practice that God resides in every soul, and everyone, everything resides in God. Meaning, always see God in all and everything in God. There is oneness. If we practice this, there will be no arguments, or fights, or discrimination, because it is all the same. Vedas and other scriptures describe the nature of Brahma and believe that Brahma is the source, cause, creator of this world. On studying and critically reflecting on the teachings of Vedas, slowly gains knowledge of mortal, temporary, and eternal, permanent things. On attaining this knowledge, one starts feeling detached from worldly deeds and desires and moves towards vairagya, state of detachment, and closer to Brahma, supreme power. Brahma is also referred to as the creator and described as the truth, knowledge, and eternal / infinite. The Vedas provide characteristics of Brahma. Some topics covered in the book are the nature and themes of Vedanta philosophy, metaphysical elements of Vedanta philosophy, and the path to liberation in Vedanta.